Hey, let's go ahead and get started with a messages from our guardian angels, spirit guides, angels, ancestors. What are the most important messages we need to hear right now? What do we need to hear? Work through your fears. I can see a lot of people right now going through a lot of turmoil in their lives. We're fearful about the future. We're fearful about um, our finances. We're fearful about, family. We're fearful about everything. But it says luck is on your side. We are in Sagittarius season. We have that new moon in Sagittarius actually coming up in the next few days. So luck is on your side. There's going to be some type of a lucky break. So work through those fears. Try not to manifest them. All right. What else do we have? All right. That one landed face down. All right, what do we have here? It says, take time to breathe out. I know that's easier said than done. Oh my God, this is the one that fell out on the floor and I put it back in and I saw what it was. It says, your dreams need a practical plan. So listen, we did just have the Taurus full moon and the Scorpio new moon. So this could be just kind of a runoff. I think that Taurus full moon really kicked everybody's asses and it brought up a lot of fear and insecurity and worry and doubt. And because it was conjunct Uranus, and so there was a lot of endings. But these endings are bringing in new beginnings. So it's like, listen, just take time to breathe. I know that it's hard. I know that it's hard. Listen, we feel like we're running out of time, and that's Saturn. Saturn just woke up. So it can feel like, oh my God. And, not everybody is on a spiritual level. So, especially if we are dealing with other people, not everybody realizes, like, hey, I can't make this run any faster. Hey, I can't do this any faster than I'm trying to do. I'm doing the best that I can. But it says, listen, luck is on your side. Aim for the stars. Don't worry about it. And you're going to be able to breathe. Okay. At the end of all of this, you're going to have this sigh of relief, is what I'm hearing, a sigh of relief. All right. So, what does this represent? I just saw milk and honey. Whoa, that one just flew out. Okay, it says buy the book. We'll see if it comes back out. All right. So for some of you, you're trying to just do everything by the book, and you're doing the best that you can, but things aren't working out. We've got the why. Why is this happening? Why am I going through this experience? Why? And you're going to find out why. Everything's aligning. So luck is on your side. Yin. Let things flow to you. Okay. Let things flow to you. Don't try to, push through this energy and make things happen. Let it flow. Like things are happening behind the scenes right now. You're going to understand the why. All right. And what else do we have? Loyal hearts. We got loyal hearts. Um, Listen, you got people who are on your side, and we've got truth be told. And it says, listen, it's time for you to be honest with yourself about what it is that you want. It's time to take off that mask. It's time to tell the universe, this is what I'm going for. This is what I want to, manifest into my reality. And then just, like I said, aim for the stars and allow the universe to bring it back to you. Sometimes it's best that you just sleep. Sometimes, if you're constantly always running and doing, you're sometimes in the way of your manifestations. So it's almost saying, like, just tell the universe what you want, put it out there, and then I feel like other people will help bring it to you. There are people who really are on your side, even though it feels like the whole world is stacked against you. It's really not. Okay. And so what is this representing for the collective? What do we got here? We've got, yeah, the Eight of Winter. It says you have what it takes if only you believe in yourself. Thinking that you're powerless when you're not. A lack of self-confidence that keeps you from getting what you want. That's where the fear is coming from. It's like this lack of self-confidence of, why is this happening? Or what am I supposed to be learning from this situation? And it brings you to the 10 of Pentacles, the happily ever after. It says, take steps to ensure the financial security of your children and other loved ones, making wise investments or planning for retirement, honoring family traditions. Okay. I know that there's not a lot of family traditions left after Pluto just destroyed Capricorn, which ruled our family traditions. So it's a little hard to believe in all of that. But you know what? You can have a self-made family. I know for me, I have no family. The only family I have is the ones I've made for myself, and even then, they treat each other like shit, and I do what I can to stay away from them too. So we have the emperor here, and it says use logic and structure to increase your success. Get organized, a firm but compassionate leader. Listen, I feel like there's people out there that are going to help lead you to whatever your manifestations are. So if it's, we have the number 4 here. So if it's a new home for others of you, it's a new job because we have Taurus here. This is about assets, debt, stocks, bonds, hierarchies, banking institutions. Bottom of the deck, you're on hold right now. There's a pause. Okay. And it feels like nothing is moving forward. That's what I said. I feel like a lot of you feel like time is running out and you're in suspension. You're just like, okay, what am I supposed to be learning from this? Why is this happening? Why can't I get past whatever, blockages have been, put in front of me? And it says, change the way that you're looking at a situation, embrace your uniqueness, a temporary pause in action. So listen, I feel like for a lot of you, I think this is about our value systems. What do we value more nowadays? Who do we value more nowadays? I feel like that's starting to change because of the way that people are interacting with one another. There's a lot of people who you've noticed that act within greed. They want more money. They want more, of what you have to offer, but they don't want to give anything back. And so we have to get honest with ourselves about where we've been putting in a bunch of energy and where we haven't been able to get anything in return. So I feel like for a lot of you, you are in kind of like this. You've been in a pause. It feels like you've had all these blockages that are stacked against you, but it's because you didn't have all the answers. Now you're receiving all the answers so that you can make this, this push forward. And I feel like the delays are going to be over. I feel like, even though we've got Mars going into retrograde, we've got Mercury now in retrograde, we've had Neptune retrograde, Jupiter retrograde, like everything is in fucking retrograde. And it feels like, we're not able to really, like have that momentum to be able to push through this energy. I think we're all just freaking exhausted, but spirit is like, listen, you know, I've said this before, rejection is God's protection. So if you've been rejected and you heard the truth, you figured out a truth about certain people are coming and figuring out the truth about you. And they're realizing, oh shit, like, I really treated this person terribly. And they were my 10 of Pentacles. This person was loyal to me and I treated them like shit. And I feel like this is where you are taking back authority of your life. You're taking back your power. You're only going to give to those who give back to you. I feel like there could be, this emperor could be an Aries that's in your life. We also have Sagittarius and Scorpio and Taurus here. Um, and Pisces also. So these could be the people who are actually here for, to help you through whatever matters, you're going through. Or maybe for some of you, you figured out a Taurus and a Scorpio. But I do feel like things are going to end up working themselves out. The center of the reading is the luck is on your side. You've got the yin energy and you got the 10 of Pentacles. So I do feel like there could be some type of a windfall for some of you. And it doesn't always have to be about money. It could be about assets. It could be about, a new car. Maybe somebody's gifting you a new car, gifting you a new home. Wouldn't that be freaking nice? If you do, please put that in the comments. So I do feel like, there's going to be an era of opportunity. For some of you, a father figure left you some type of an inheritance. You could be finding out about this inheritance. It is saying that there's going to be some type of a lucky break. So if you've been going through some type of financial issues, and who isn't anymore? I mean, even the richest of rich are having to tap into their savings. And it's just par for the course. So never judge a book by its cover. Oh, you think oh, this person has a lot of money. Well, they also probably have a lot of freaking debt and they've been living beyond their means. But with that said, I feel like there are people out there, they always say that people who have the least are the ones who give the most. And that's not always necessarily true. There are people out there that do have money that was gifted to them, and they are willing to share that with you, or they're willing to share, a space with you, or they're willing to share, food with you, give you, if you need a meal to eat or whatever. I feel like, everybody is, I feel like it just really depends on the person, really. You have people out there who are poor as hell and they're selfish about every dime that they have because they're misers and it's mine, 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 mine. And then you have the richest people in the world who are also misers and it's mine, mine, mine. We have people on both sides. And then we have people who have nothing, who give everything. And we people have people who have everything and give. Like, you can't judge, I see all these things. I live in Hawaii. I've been here for 7 years. And it's like, I just keep seeing all these things being posted online about if you're from California, go home. I've been here for 7 years, and why should I have to go home? My heart belongs here. I give back to here. We judge people based off of where they're from, or we judge people based off of, their, being less fortunate. We judge people for having to live on the streets. I call myself high class homeless. I bounce from place to place to place to place. But I've never slept in my car and I've never slept on the streets. Not that I wouldn't, because if that means that I can get away from certain people who are selfish, who are greedy, fuck yeah, I'd sleep in my car. That's why I have one. I have an FCV. I'm totally fine with that. Just to get away from people who are constantly always creating chaos and drama, who are selfish, who are rude, who are mean. Like, so we all have our issues. We all have our, our thing, so to speak. But there are people out there that genuinely want to help, that genuinely care, and we have to stop judging them. Oh, well, they have this, so they're not going to help me. That's not true, because I do see where this is the season for giving, whether that's, and like I said, it's not always monetary. Sometimes it's giving of their time. Sometimes it's giving of advice. Sometimes it's giving of, a casserole or something. So do nice for other people. Like, I feel, I don't have a whole lot, but the little bits that I do have, I share. I share because I know what it's like to have nothing, and I'm humble. And I feel like we're at this place where, people are being humbled right now. And I feel like, there was a lot of people who could have very well treated you like shit, but they're starting to see like, oh man, they weren't the problem. I was. Okay. So again, it's taking time to breathe out, taking time to spend time with the people who really matter. Don't isolate yourself around this time. Really put yourself out there. Make a phone call. Say hi to somebody you haven't said hi to in a really long time. Because I feel like you're going to be really glad that you did. I love you guys all so much. Happy Thanksgiving to those of you who actually celebrate. I myself will not be celebrating this year. I just, even though I'm grateful, I also want to keep my peace and isolate myself from everybody and their drama, because it seems like everybody has something going on and everybody's pissed about whether it's politics or religion, or, everybody's mad at a family member. And for me, I don't want to hear it. I want to stay away from it. So I myself will be locking myself away. I'll probably go to the beach or, do something by myself, but at least I will be avoiding that kind of crap. Anyway, you guys, I love you all so very much. I hope for those of you who do celebrate, you have a wonderful time. Anyway, take care.